he needs to lower that. You know, you look at all the other quarterbacks, they're not getting nowhere near 60 sacks. Even Joe Burrow, who's played in worse offensive line conditions and played pretty much similar styles of football and quarterback play as Deshaun Watson, his sacks numbers isn't that high. I think Watson needs to really lower his sack number. And he didn't give me any hope of him doing that last year. He came out in 6 games. He had 20 sacks. That's right on pace for 60 sacks. That's not acceptable, you know. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Will, back with another video. Welcome back to my show. And today we about to get into another interesting video topic. Today is a video that I wanted to bring up. It's been something that I've been sitting on for a little bit. I felt like it was a good time just going into the preseason. Going into the actual season. Let me know if you guys, I'm a big gambler. Let me know if y'all ever want me to go over some parlays with y'all. I'll throw y'all some little parlays. You know, I'll do FanDuel. But anyways, getting off topic. Today's video is going to be about Deshaun Watson and Jedrick Wills. Is this a terrible mixture of LT and quarterback? And not saying that either one of these guys are necessarily bad. I think Jedrick Wills is a B- tackle. I think Deshaun Watson is an A- quarterback. I think both of these guys are good in their respective positions. But I have a little bit of a concern. So Jedrick Wills, as you guys know, is the worst lineman or offensive lineman on the offensive line. You know, he's not better than Wyatt Teller. He's not better than Joel Bitonio. He's not better than Jack Conklin. Jedrick Wills is the worst player, but he's at the most important position, which isn't ideal. You know, he's at left tackle, and he's not better than Ethan Potion. But, I don't think he's better than Ethan Potion. But it's not ideal that Jedrick Wills is playing left tackle. He's the worst player at that position starting on our line. But Jedrick Wills gave up about 6 sacks last year, career high. And Deshaun Watson is one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the league, if not the most sacked quarterback in the league. He had a season where he got sacked 60 times. His sacks is my really only concern with him. I feel like he needs to lower that. You know, you look at all the other quarterbacks, they're not getting nowhere near 60 sacks. Even Joe Burrow, who's played in worse offensive line conditions and played pretty much similar styles of football and quarterback play as Deshaun Watson, his sack numbers isn't that high. I think Watson needs to really lower his sack number. And he didn't give me any hope of him doing that last year. He came out in 6 games. He had 20 sacks. That's right on pace for 60 sacks. That's not acceptable. You know, that's not good at all. And that's something that he has to really work on. Now, why am I concerned? Because for one, Jedrick Wills can't be giving up on plays and shit. Like he just simply can't be doing the Jedrick Wills stuff that he gets caught on film doing. Like, he has to be able to keep blocking for that extra long second, especially when you have a mobile quarterback. You know, this isn't Baker Mayfield. This isn't Jacoby Brissett. This isn't Josh Dobbs. This isn't, can't think of the other guy that started for us. This isn't DTR. Like, this is Deshaun Watson. He's going to move around. He's going to extend plays. And Jedrick Wills can't have that same motor that he's been having as far as giving up or, you know, letting a sack go. He can't. He has to lower his sack numbers at the end of the day. He can't be the most. He can't have the most sacks from his position. I'd have been more encouraging if Jack Conklin was a little worse than him, but not Jedrick Wills. He got to really clean it up as far as everything he got going on. And I do think that, you know, with everything going on, it's going to be something that we should really pay attention to and watch, you know. So with Watson and his sacks. Now, I haven't watched him on film, but last year, it was just like a disconnect, I feel like, with everything. So, you know, for example, he'd break the pocket, boom, send back. Now he's scrambling. You know, 5 seconds. He's scrambling for an extreme amount of time. And the wide receivers, for one, they're not used to scrambling and doing scramble drills and getting wide open, because at the end of the day, they're used to playing with Jacoby Brissett. So then with doing that, it's like hey, I'm scrambling, I'm taking all day. Now I feel like that's where a lot of the sacks came in and occurred. But, you know, I'm not head coach. So I know Alex Van Pelt and Kevin Stefanski are in his ear about it. Let him know that he has to lower his sack numbers. Let him know that's something that he has to work on. Last year, I was watching a couple videos and I was looking like his feet isn't that good. You know, he's taking a lot of extra steps, and then he came out in the preseason. His feet were good. He looked poised with his feet. So they're watching all this on film, and he's probably fully aware that he has to get his sacks and get everything lower. But he was playing with, I think his name was Larry Tussle, playing with one of the most athletic tackles, left tackles in the league, and he still got sacked a lot. So now with Jed Wills not being as athletic, like, I don't know how I feel about that, you know, like, and a lot of you guys don't like Jed Wills or feel a certain type of way, but I mean, he's a starting left tackle. If we get rid of him, we're going to get another starting left tackle. It's not like we're going to go and draft Trent Williams, I think that's his name, that played for the 49ers, that guy. He's a dog, but it's not like we're going to go sign him. That's not going to happen. Starting elite left tackle play doesn't hit the free agent market. The last elite tackle play that hit the free agent market was Jack Conklin. We signed that guy, but he hasn't been healthy. So I do think that's something to really watch. And my way and my feeling on it, I do think Deshaun is still going to get sacked a lot. I hate to say that, you know, but just with everything and like kind of being parallel, I think that's going to still be a trend. I don't think he gets sacked 60 times in a year, though. You know, he got this upcoming game against the Bengals. Just some gambling advice. I would take the sack number over on everything. I think it's going to be a lot of sacks in this game on both sides. And probably it's going to be a low-scoring game. But I'm going to do some more research into that. But anyways, like I said, man, I think the sack numbers are going to get a little bit lower. I think he's probably going to be in the 40 range. Like anywhere between, like on the low side, 35, on the high side, 50. You know, and I think he really needs to stay away from that 50 number in order for the Cleveland Browns to be successful. Now, why is this important? Now, obviously, sacks is not always a quarterback number, but if you look at other quarterbacks, like you look at Pat Mahomes, you look at Josh Allen, you look at Joe Burrow, you go and you look and you dialogue and how many sacks they're getting, and you compare it to their offensive line, they're not getting 20 sacks in 6 games. You know, like that doesn't happen. In his rookie year, he had 19 sacks in 6 games. Like, that doesn't happen, and so that means that it's not all 100% on the offensive line, especially when he's playing one of the top 3 offensive line in football. He needs to be better, and he needs to be able to not put his team behind the sticks when it comes to that. Now, this is my only really concern with Deshaun, to be honest. I don't think his arms are concerned, his accuracy. I think he can read the field. I think he can scramble. He's an elite guy, but he just needs to get those sack number down, and that's something those two got to really go at fixing and changing. Because a lot of people don't really talk about that. You know, when you bring up the 6 games, people really don't look at the context of what was actually going on. They just kind of like try to, you know, slam dunk on him, and rightfully so with everything that he had going on. But, you know what I'm saying? That's your own personal opinion. But I do feel like we got to look at, that's something that we should be paying attention and watching. Jed Wills got to make that adjustment. And Deshaun got to make it easier on Jed Wills. You know, but I do want y'all comments and how y'all feel about this. Like, this is not something that I feel like could be just like against the Bengals. Like, we play Pittsburgh. Jed Wills and Deshaun cannot let Pittsburgh come in and get 8 damn sacks. Like, that's not cool, man. It's not gonna win football games when we're getting behind the sticks and we're losing it down. Like, you know, people get frustrated at undisciplined tackle play. You know, holds, pre-penalties before the snap, stuff like that. The bad thing about those is, yeah, you get pushed back, but you still keep that down. You know, it's 1st and 15. It's 1st and 20. When you're getting sacked, that's 2nd and 18. That's killing drives. You know, once you start killing drives, you start really taking out the momentum of the football team, and that's how bad teams sneak buck on you, and that's how good teams keep you out the game. So that'd be my only concern. My other videos I'm gonna drop this week gonna be pretty much about this upcoming game. But I wanted to get this video out and the video I did on Denzel Ward out to you guys before I start getting into Browns versus Bengals talk. As y'all know, I'm doing a 1K giveaway, man. So y'all gotta be subbed here. Make sure y'all got the notifications on. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter or X, however you call. I'm still calling it X. I mean, I'm still calling it Twitter. Like, the X is confusing me. But follow me on there. You know what I'm saying? Just comment dogs down below. If you don't got a social media account, just comment dogs down below. But yeah, we rolled to 1,000 on this channel. I already got it on my other channel. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe if y'all new. It's your boy Will. I'm out. Peace.